With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. Team for the Raiders able to secure it. They tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change momentum of this game in a hurry.
First play, first throw coming for Vic. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. John Randall dropping the hammer. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first play sack, it makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk to his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A gain of 7 that time, second goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Maurice Jones-Drew taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive is 6 on the scoreboard.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Okay, great.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 36 now, first and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. They go play action here on first down. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And Strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Back to throw here. He's got Smith here. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Now back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Buying time. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. A first down throw coming for Vick. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Shreds the tackle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Michael Vick. Blitz coming, and down he goes. John Randall. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He is determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have taken the lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in right around the goal line.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Vick to throw it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Vick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
In motion goes the tight end. Vick now. Rolling to his right. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Vick readies to throw. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And the Bills are going to recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you are so excited with a 4th down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Michael Irvin, an even 90 yards. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
after the touchdown. Here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Flush to his right. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. 20! 5! Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he's been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting the points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Here's second and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
He'll look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Throwing, Vick. Dancing to his left. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. From the gun, Vick. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Off the play fake, Vick. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up second down. Throw left side is complete to Irvin. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he didn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Right back to him on first down. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows...
And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense on that incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flushed out right. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This is 1st and 10. One last shot for Michael Vick. He's got it at the 15. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
One of the this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter, but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points.